So got to see the Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh yeah!
Holy shit, that is soon. Fuck, it's December. Fuck,
it's December. Yeah, that one's still coming out a little ways. We got to see it quite early. It was adorable.
Oh,
it was fun.
I mean,
it was fine.
It's what you
Okay,
expect
that's
from
good.
Mary Poppins, right?
I probably won't go see it in theaters then.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, if
No,
you have take a kid,
Here's my problem.
Kids are really gonna love it.
I don't
But
have any kids.
My problem
Yeah.
is that the original Mary Poppins got boring really fucking quick after a while. You know, after about 45 minutes, it's like
this one not so much. It got a little slow at bits, but they managed to keep it fairly light.
no, that's fine. That just means I'm going to take my kids to Aquaman. That's all that means for me. So
Take them. But the second
good
one, I
God,
saw,
Jason
I
Momoa.
just
I'm
today.
gonna take a
just
special
today,
guest to Aquaman.
Good.
Does it buzz?
Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of that, I think, and I apologize in advance.
For people that are wondering what we're talking about bringing vibrators to the movie theater. If you couldn't fucking suss that out,
Just to Aquaman. Just to Aquaman.
Just to Aquaman. But I did
not to
just-
Mary
just
Poppins,
today-
please, no.
So just today, I got to go see the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh God, I'm excited for this one.
that
I'm
was
so excited for this one.
good.
Oh my God, is that good?
I can't wait.
Yeah, go see that one. It's probably one of the most amazing animated films I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, that's high praise.
Yeah,
And you liked Ralph Breaks the Internet, and I didn't quite like that one so much.
I enjoyed that one. That was fine. That was like
And I think we discussed last week, like, it's fine as long as you're not on the internet as much as I am.
it
Yeah.
was
That's
was
too
like,
fucking
you know,
meta. It's way too fucking meta.
Yeah, no, Ralph Breaks the Internet was like a good hamburger. You know,
Mm.
it's a good hamburger.
No, it's delicious,
Nothing spectacular.
but you're reminding
the-
yourself I'm
but
eating a fucking chopped
yeah,
up bad meat.
into the Spider-Verse. That's like perfect steak kind of thing.
Love
Yeah,
it.
I'm into it. I can't wait to see it. I've heard good things. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it's like a great sheep's milk cheese with truffles.
No, you would never. You would never put a sheep's milk with truffles. You're thinking maybe a good fig jam and maybe a little bit of a nice thin slice of salami.
Well, I think Kyle's just remembering back on
I
the.
don't know. I do have a good sheep's milk cheese in the fridge with the truffles in it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That seemed like it'd be two intense flavors together for me.
It
Well, I don't
is
remember
it is a very, very intense flavor, but
I don't remember
it is
the-
delicious in
The name
small
of the soft
quantities.
cheese that you brought us when we did our show in my basement here.
The
Where-
soft ones?
It was a soft, and we were like putting those heart crackers in it, and God, it was good. But it was like it was a soft
Yeah.
cheese, but it had a truffle flavor. Had like a really good mushroom flavor to it.
Yeah, it did. No, I'm
I don't remember what it was. We can go back and find it on
It
the
was
tape.
a truffle, and it was a brie, and it was a brie with a real strong mushroom to it for sure.
Mhm.
But it wasn't there wasn't mushrooms in it. That's just a brie flavor is a mushroomy thing. I'll think of it.
We'll
I
think
know,
about it,
I
yeah.
can
So-
visualize it. I can visualize it.
So Into the Spider-Verse, definitely go catch that one.
Definitely go see that.
And then Mary
it did-
Poppins, meh.
So yeah, into the Spider-Verse, it also had in light of the Stanley's passing, it had the most touching cameo from him, because this is of course one of the last he ever did.
Well,
Aw.
and Stan Lee
and then
absolutely loves Spider-Man.
They had a beautiful dedication to him, where they had his thanks for everything, and one of his best quotes is that person who helps others simply because it should or must be done, and because it is the right thing to do, is indeed without a doubt a real superhero.
Aw,
So
that is
they-
really good.
They did dedicate this film to Stan Lee and Steve Ditko.
Yay, they got both of them
so,
in there. Nice.
Yeah,
That's really sweet.
it was.
That's nice to hear.
Lost them both this year. Fuck 2018. I mean, 2017 sucked because we lost a lot of good people then too.
We did.
Do you remember when we thought? 2016 was the worst year ever?
Yeah, because we lost David Bowie and we lost a bunch of other great musicians and stuff at that time. We were like, "Fuck this year!"
But then Donald Trump did win in 2016. That was pretty brutal.
That was 2016. It's just, I mean, like we've been kicked in the gut over and over and over again.
We're getting numb to the gut kicking. Though it was great. It was great to see that Cohen, the says who lawyer, has flipped on El Presidente, and it's made a fucking circus this last week, and
he flipped hard.
Thank goodness. It's about damn time.
It's about that goddamn time someone got a conscience.
Oh, he didn't get a conscience.
He was facing 40 years in prison. Yeah, that's exactly what it was too, because there's articles, you can go read that. Anyway, Felicia, what have you been up to for the past week?
Okay, so I talked about this on the live stream, but I'm gonna do another little memorial. So on Thanksgiving night, I and my entire family were in Washington. It's where my mom lives, so my sister and I were visiting. We got a call from my boyfriend Roger that our oldest cat, because we've had him since I was a teenager, and I've been taking care of him primarily for since the beginning of the year, pretty much. And we got a call that his back legs weren't working. And he sent us video, and we said he needs to go to the vet right now. But we kind of knew what had happened already because we lost a cat to this before. Yeah. And he blew a clot, which meant that his nerves weren't getting, his blood vessels weren't getting blood, which means nerves weren't working, so his back legs weren't working. And he was in heart failure, and any chance to save him would have been minimal at best. And it would have been
ungodly expensive too.
And we would have done it if it would have saved him, and it wouldn't have would have restored his quality of life, but it wouldn't have, and it would have been torture. And he would have thrown another blood clot within a year. And so he'd have to go through it again. And it was unlikely to work anyway. And so, we spent $5,000 trying to save our dog, as a family collectively. So we would have spent the money. That's a privilege that we have, is that it's hard. It's not like it's easy for us to spend that money, but we can. We would have spent the money, but there was nothing we could do. And so we had to say goodbye over the phone. And sweet, awesome old Smokey has passed away. So that was hard. That's kind of, sorry for the downer. On the up note, I went to exotic dance today. So there you go. Two equally bad and good things. That's what I said. Happy and good, equal amounts of those.
No, I just find it fascinating that we can make these kind of decisions and calls when it comes to animals and people. Animals that we love and care about. However, we're not allowed to make these kind of decisions when it comes to family members.
Yeah, it's really bizarre that we can't, in my mind.
And it's tied to religious bullshit of, you're only allowed to die when God says you can kind of stuff. And it's fuck that, man.
People who are even conscious can't make this decision, trying to save Smokey would have been torture, and he would have got a year max. Whereas our dog that we saved, they were like, he'd be most likely to get his entire quality of life back, and he could have up to 5 more years. He was already old, but he could have up to 5 more years. It's well, then that's worth it. Same quality of life and lots of time, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't an option, and it just makes you think, what? Why is it acceptable to choose this for our animals when it was done out of loving and kindness to Smokey, right? It wasn't, because Because, like, selfishly, it would have been great for us to be able to save him for a few days even and then say goodbye, but that would have been torture to him, so...
Absolutely. And let's see, for me, okay, getting off the Debbie Downer stuff, and I'm sorry to have increased it there. I'm sorry to have made it worse.
You're good.
It's just something that I find fascinating, that it's like, you know, I don't think this person has much of a quality of life and it's not going to return anytime soon. We should allow them the option of being able to take themselves out if that's what they want to do, as long as it's peaceful and it's something they consent to, kind of stuff. But I've been staring into the void quite a lot this week, guys. Let me just say that. And so I'm going to talk about only the stuff that made me feel better this week, is that I'm back to running. Yay! I'm running again, and I'm still fat, but it's something.
But you like running. You really
I love running. So. There's times where I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to do this shit. And then I finally get back from it, and I'm like, oh, what a lovely jaunt I just had. It's like, oh, what a beautiful day, you know.
I'll feel that same way about going to Pole, where I'm like, oh, God. And then I'm like, that was the best decision I could have made. It was great. I had a good time.
And my wife let me have my Christmas present early this year because I picked it out for myself. So, I mean, what's she going to say? No. I mean, like, we're going to wrap it and put it under the tree. I'm like, oh, no, don't do that. And because I want to let my kids play it too. I got a PlayStation VR, which is... Oh, God, that's fun. Because it has all the little controls that you can play around with and everything. And so I got a couple of games that are fun on it. But I'm playing Skyrim again, which if you've been...
I played that on VR. That's intense.
It is pretty fucking intense. I was playing it the other day, and I was just sitting on the couch playing it because you don't need to stand up to play that one. And I was playing it, and it was like right at the beginning, so the dragon comes and attacks the town that you're in. Yeah. And my wife comes upstairs, and she starts talking to me about something. I've got the headphones in my ears, and they're kind of low-key headphones, and nobody knows if you're not paying attention. And so here I am just looking around at the stuff in the town, and I'm like hitting the dragon and trying to do all this shit and everything. And then she finally comes over to me while I'm in VR, and she like pushes against me, like pushes my shoulder. And it scared the fuck out of me because I wasn't expecting that. And I'm right in the middle of fighting a dragon. I'm like, whoa, hang on. What's going on? I'm like, back to reality. It's like, fuck. So, oh God, it's a lot of fun. And I don't know why I did. Probably because the game was on sale because it was Black Friday. But I picked up the Resident Evil game that's in VR.
Yeah, I'm not interested. No.
Yeah, I don't. No, I'm gonna be screaming like a motherfucker while I'm playing this game. I can't do fear games. I can't do those at all. And VR just makes it even more fucking intense.
Tomb Raider. I struggle with. I'm still not done. Because I can't play it unless Roger's hanging out with me while I play it.
Yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. I will find a way. My kids are like, what game did you get? I'm like, nothing. You can't see this. You're not going to... You can't know Dad has this gore game. No, I'm not going to let you see me playing this game. Come on, get out of here. But on an up note, Beat Saber is fucking intense and fun. That's a fun game. Because
I've heard that one's really
it's like
good.
You got lightsabers, and you have to cut through these note arrows as they're coming past you. It's like Dance Dance Revolution, but with your arms, and I fucking love it. I love rhythm games. My wife was joking about it. She's like, oh, he's getting back to his DDR days. And I'm like, I was the nerd wearing Jinkos in the mall dancing to DDR games that, you know, kids, back when we used to have shopping malls, we had these things that were called arcades. You know?
I also remember those. And then I do the DDR and I wouldn't be very good at it. And I'm like, I'm a fucking dancer.
What am I not understanding about this?
It has nothing to do with actually like being a good dancer.
No, it doesn't.
It just has to do with pushing buttons at the right time. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rhythm game, as they say in air quotes there. Right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.